Lori from Cruising for Treasure. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning, afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Today's going to be a little bit of a different video. First, we're going to have a little bit of a coffee chat while I discuss a book. And then I'm going to show you a really super cool haul from two different stores that I went to last night. A thrift store and... Okay, so this thrift store is one I've talked about in recent videos where it's kind of been one of my favorites. So I'll show you what I got there when we stopped in real quick last night. And then I also went to Sierra, which you guys hear me talk about a lot as well. So you can see what I chose to pick up. Okay, so first of all, about the coffee chat. So it's been a couple weeks now. I did a video with my sister, and she is Anne from In Search of Wonder, and she has a YouTube channel where she discusses books. So she's part of the booktuber community, and so we decided to do a collaboration, do a little giveaway, which gift cards are in the email. Yeah, so, and what we did was we went to our used bookstore, which is not actually local to either of us. We had to drive about 30 minutes, but you know, whatever. And we had 3 categories that we were looking for to pick out a book from each of those categories for the other person. So it was nonfiction, a classic, and I think historical fiction, something like that. Anyway, so we each picked them, you know, we revealed to each other what our books were that we had chosen for them. And then we each chose one book to read in the ensuing weeks. And so from the books that my sister got for me, so she got me one of Julie Andrews' memoirs, and she got me a book called The Children's Blizzard, which is about a blizzard in North or South Dakota where children wandered off and were lost, I think. I haven't read the book, but I do think they died. But maybe they didn't. Maybe there is a happy ending. But it was very interesting because we actually went to South Dakota last year on our, this is chatty, guys. It's coffee chat, okay? Relax. We went to South Dakota and North Dakota because that was our 50th state. We have, I think all of my sisters have now been to all 50 states. Yes, including Hawaii and Alaska. So anyway, on our way to North Dakota, we went to South Dakota. We did the whole Laura Ingalls Wilder thing. And in one of the museums there in De Smet, we went, you know, through the classroom, and they told the story of, well, Laura includes in one of her books the story of them. They were at school and a blizzard came up, and so the group of them like left to, you know, go home, but they had to like lock arms together, and they almost did go right. It was complete whiteout. They almost did go right out into the prairie, and they all would have perished. But they ran into a building just at the right time, and I actually got to see and touch the building. It was so cool. Anyway, so my sister, I had seen that book at that time, and then my sister just happened to find it at the used bookstore and got it for me. So I will be reading that at some point. But anyway, the third book that she got me, that she chose for me, was Daphne du Maurier and the Jamaica Inn. So I've never read anything by this author before. I know, shocking. I've not read Rebecca. I should, I know. So I was very intrigued. So I chose to read this as the book from the 3 that she chose for me. And you know what? She's an amazing writer. It is a gothic book, or has that feel like it's out on the moor, and it just has a very heavy, dark feel to the whole entire book. There's murder, bloodshed, lying, thieving, stealing, like being alone, being terrified, being with horrible people that are your family members. Like it's very uncomfortable, but at the same time, which is weird, it's also written so well. Like everything is described so well that you just want to keep reading. You want to find the end of the story. So I enjoyed it, and I definitely will read Rebecca at some point in my life. I will say I was not a fan of the romance in this because, I mean, it's kind of a spoiler, but I mean, it's written in the 50s. So if you haven't read it by now, then you probably aren't going to read it. So I'm totally cool with spoilers. The love interest is, he's a horse thief. And I just never really felt like it was definitively declared that being a horse thief was wrong. It just seemed like part of the story and almost totally fine. And at the end, there's this pivotal moment where, and again, this is a spoiler, so fingers in your ears if you don't want to hear it, but there's a pivotal moment where she is just so homesick and all she can think about is going back to the home, to the town, the village where she lived with her mother. And her mother has passed, but she can just see her friends again and see the familiar surroundings and build a life for herself there that is full of everything that she loved about her childhood, which she had a hard childhood, but it was a good childhood. She had great memories. And then in a pivotal moment, all of a sudden, she abandons all of that, the rainbows and butterflies, to go with this guy that she really barely even knows, to be quite honest. And the facts that she does know about him are quite disturbing. He is a horse thief. He is the younger brother of a man who is completely without morals or conscience. And like, and their father was a horrible, despicable man. So obviously the fact that this guy is quite happy to steal horses indicates that he's lacking a little bit in morality. So who's to say that once you've gotten past that hurdle, you're not just going to keep going down all the other hurdles till at some point you're part of the, oh, and I didn't know what a wrecker was. Did you guys know what a wrecker was? A wrecker is where they purposely caused a ship to wreck. And then, so like in England when they were, they had all of the, contraband or the banned items that couldn't come from France, like they would not import it. So people would try and, smuggle it or whatever. Well, they would wreck these ships on purpose far enough out so that people would drown. And if they didn't drown, they would kill them. They would swim out and bash them and beat them and kill them. And then they would bring the bodies to shore and take all of their stuff out of their pockets and like steal everything. And then they would get what they could from the ship. It was horrifying. And I didn't know that's what a wrecker was. I had no idea. So now you know and you can share in my horror. It's horrifying. Anyway, so I just could not get on board with the love story part of this. It was just too nebulous. I need firm repentance of evil doing. Okay? When it's evil, turn away from it. Otherwise, you may not marry me. I feel like that's fine, personally. So, okay, would I recommend it? Absolutely. Just, there's wreckers and there's a hideously evil man and a not quite so evil man who gets glossed over. So that's what it is. So, Anne in Search of Wonder, thank you so much for joining me on this fabulous journey. And let's do it again sometime. That's what I had to say. So it can't be a coffee chat unless I drink some coffee, right? My mug today is from, the Museum of the Bible. It's actually a giant mug, which I love that. And if you ever make it to Washington, D.C., I cannot recommend Museum of the Bible highly enough. Obviously, I'm saying that as a Christian, so for me, it holds great value as it, teaches me about my faith. But if you are not a Christian, it is still of great value because the Bible, for, obvious reasons to me as a believer, but it has stayed on the bestseller list for as long as they've kept a bestseller list. So if you have any kind of curiosity, it's in a very non-preachy way. It's very, it's a beautiful museum. It's just a gorgeous museum. Quite a few floors. They have amazing food there. It's a little pricey. Amazing food though, and from the region. And it's an amazing museum. So highly recommend it. Anyway, when I went there, they had this mug on clearance. So I'm a reseller. I always go for, the cheapest things, and it's a huge coffee cup. So what can you say? Okay, on to the haul part of the video. So we're gonna start with the thrift store first. My husband and I stopped in there last night. Tuesday night is our date night, so we leave the kids at home and then we go out on a date night. So the first thing, this is not a great deal. It's just one of the tablecloths from Target. My birthday party is gonna be on Saturday, so I just got a pink tablecloth, so it's fine. Okay, so hopefully, my sister Ann, if you're watching, please cover your eyes right now, because these things might show up in a birthday gift or a stocking in your future. So don't spoil yourself. Okay, are you closed? Close your eyes. All right. I got washi tape. Well, it says masking tape, but it's from Target, Japan. But it has shelves of books. Is that not the cutest? So I got all, and because I have a lot of reader people in my life, so they're very crinkly, so sorry. So those are gonna go into gifts coming up. So I was very excited about that. Okay, moving on. This is a Cirque du Soleil Curious Cabinet of Curiosities t-shirt. It's new with tags. It is branded by them and everything. So the thing with concert tees or Cirque du Soleil, I've actually sold one or two other Cirque du Soleil t-shirts in my lifetime as a reseller. So I know this will sell. This was $5.99 and has that cool graphic on the back. And it won't sell for a ton, probably about $20. Next, I found this. This was a really good find, and I saw it last time I was there, and I didn't even look it up. But this is, the brand is Sunnis, and it is from St. Andrew's Links, which is in Scotland. And it's got the delightful Scottish plaid there on the back, the tartan look. And this was $9.99. This should be able to sell for about $100. And the size is fantastic, 2XL. So I was actually, could not believe that I had not looked it up when I was there last time. So $9.99, pretty great. Let's see. Okay, this one is so cute. It's Hallmark, A Bed for Baby Jesus Christmas Countdown Activity. This was $6.99. Obviously, it's new with tags. And, oh, that's so cute. So, okay, it says, because it's a Christmas countdown activity, so it's kind of like an interactive nativity. What's it called? Advent. So, number 1, each day of December, say a prayer of thanks to God. Number 2, select a piece of hay and place it in the manger. And number 3, on Christmas morning, place baby Jesus in a special bed you made just for him. So it's got these pieces of hay that are, you just obviously open it up and you put one of these in the bed each day of December. That's so cute. $6.99. These were listed on eBay for between $50 and $60. So none have sold, but it's not Christmas. So it will sell. Super adorable. I love that. All right, next, this, and my husband already said he wants this. I just don't even know why I take him shopping with me. It's so ridiculous. He has his headphones on, so he can't hear me.
Oh, I totally heard you.
Oh, he totally heard me. Anyway, this is Nike Air Force Fighting Falcons. He served in the Air Force, so he thinks that means that he gets to have everything Air Force that I pick up for reselling. Oh, it's a pullover hoodie. I could sell it for a lot of money, but okay, fine. He can have it. $6.99, and blue is his favorite color, so guess I can be nice. Oh well. Okay, I found another tape. These last 2 items, it has been forever and an age since I have found this brand. So I was pretty excited to find it there. This is Michael Simon, and this is dated 2001, so it definitely qualifies as vintage. If you didn't know, Michael Simon does appliqued or embroidered or, you know, in some way kind of decorated sweaters. So this is pretty cool. It's got the birthday cake on it, and I paid $9.99. I actually could not find this exact sweater, so I'm gonna price it probably in the $50 to $75 range. It is new with tags, and it's, you know, definitely got that Y2K look to it with the 3/4 length sleeves. It's very boxy. It's cropped, unless that's for somebody with a very short torso. I do not have a short torso at all. And then the next one is really cute. It's got like the ballet dress or party dress, whatever you want to call it, with the shoe and the purse and the lipstick. Again, I paid $9.99, new with tags. Let's see, is this one dated the same? Yes, 2001. So again, probably between the $50 and $75 range. I'll see if I can find this exact sweater. But with Michael Simon, definitely the crazier the print and pattern, the better it is, the more value that you can get out of your item. So I paid $62.90, and just from the jacket alone, I will more than make back my money. So doing pretty well with that. Not too sad about it. Now, on to Sierra. Now, I source from Sierra fairly regularly. The last couple times they haven't had a huge amount. So I was kind of pleased to go yesterday and find some pretty good things. So here we go. And if you didn't know, Sierra is basically the outdoors brand, the athletic wear brand of TJ Maxx. So I don't know how many there are throughout the US. We have one in our town, and then we have one the next town over. So it seems to be fairly common. I don't know. If you've never been to one, check it out. I don't see a whole lot of resellers talking about shopping at Sierra, but in my opinion, I find a lot more there than I do at my TJ Maxx or even my Ross. So anyways, okay, this first thing is kind of interesting and weird, but I have sold this brand before, and it is Chandler Four Corners, and it's like a needlepoint wool pillow. It says it's hand hooked by skilled artisans, original designs by Vermont artists, natural New Zealand wool. So I paid $7 for this. I expect it will sell in probably the $20 to $30 range. And it says on the tag that it was originally $39, so I don't know. I have sold this brand before, so I am confident that it will sell. And if you didn't know, pillows are a really great thing, and cushions are a really great thing to keep your eye out for. I don't know why, honestly, because shipping can be high. And especially, like, I sold a cardinal pillow that was, you know, fairly large square item. So that's gonna go up in shipping. So I don't know why, but check out always the pillows, and you're not always gonna find something great, but sometimes you will. You'll be very surprised. Okay, so this is a pair of Old Navy denim shorts. I paid $1.50. So they are obviously large size, let's see, 16 regular. Really great time of year to get these as people are starting to think about spring and summer wardrobes. And I will probably list these at 20 bucks, and I expect them to sell in a decent amount of time. Then I got a pair of black shorts, And these are size 24, and I paid $1 for these. And again, I will list them for about $20, and I do expect them to sell fairly quickly. So always check the clearance rack, always, always, always. Now, this is what's fun to me about Sierra is I get to educate myself on new brands, learn things. I don't always have to buy them, but if I see something that looks special, I'm gonna look it up, I'm gonna do my research. So this brand I've never bought before, never even seen before, but it's called Half Days. And it's like a snowboarding pants. And these are the Emma, and I paid $75 for these, but they will easily sell for $200 to $250. So I do need to get them listed very quickly because snow season is ending. This is always my luck. I always find things at the end of the season, and then they don't sell until the beginning of the next season. But $75 into $225 or $250, we'll do it. All right, so another couple things I found some leggings, and these were $1.50. The brand is not great. It's Bolo. It's not great, so I'm not gonna resell these. They will fit my daughters. This, however, Spiritual Gangster leggings, I paid $3.50. So even if I know this brand is not as great as it used to be, and this is a pretty, oh, actually it's medium large. Oh my, how do you squeeze yourself in? That, okay, that seems to defy physics to me, but anyway, talk about compression. So the original price on these is $78. I don't know, I haven't sold their leggings, so maybe 30, but $3.50, I was not going to leave it there. Even if I brought it to Plato's Closet or something, I would definitely get more for it than $3.50, so. And then this pair of fleece pants, Columbia joggers, this was $1.50, so obviously I can't leave it there. And new with tags. This says original price was $70, which is crazy. But it's double XL. Look at it, it even has a cargo pocket. How cool is that? So I'll probably list them 25, 30 bucks. And again, this might, you know, it's the end of the season. Who knows if they'll actually sell? Maybe somebody's going to Alaska and needs them. It could happen. When I was in Alaska in July, not last year, but the year before, it was freezing. Freezing! Okay, these are Eddie Bauer size small leggings, and I paid $3.50. So I will see if they fit, if my daughters want them, and then if they don't, I will resell them probably for 20 bucks. Some Eddie Bauer items can actually do really well, not all. Let's see, then this is another of the Bula brand, and again, I paid $1.50, so that will be for my daughters. Okay, so that is what I found yesterday. I'm pretty excited, and for all of that from Sierra, I spent $100.70, and I will more than double that just with the pair of snowboarding pants alone. So, can't beat it, right? Can't beat it. That's why we resell. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. To all of my new subscribers, thank you guys so much for joining me. Spread the word. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments below, have you read anything by Daphne du Maurier, and have you read Jamaica Inn? And did you like it? Did you approve of the ending? Did you approve of the horse thief? We'll see you next time. Bye.